Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and today I'm comparing two Disney trailers that just came out within the past week. One today and one I don't know, 3 days ago now. And why one succeeded and was amazing, Frozen 2, and why one was awful and just horrible and a disgrace to the original, Aladdin. So let's get right into this with the start of both of these trailers and how they actually start off quite similar. So if we look at both of these, they both start off, and it's a blue overwash of some of the main characters or the main character looking off into a big blue thing in front of them with an overwash. So not that different there. And they're both standing on sand with mountains right near them. So you start off pretty similar. Then we get a shot of the characters standing in front of the object they're about to use. Your life begins now. And then we see both of the characters watching what they're about to go into and then walking into it. And then in both we get some shots of the world. As we both see both of the protagonists in danger there. As we see Elsa in the water and all the waves crashing down on her. There we go. And Aladdin is, of course, in the Cave of Wonders with horrible CGI crashing down on him. So and here we go. So we get the shots of the secondary character there, or the second main character. Just like we kind of do with, where is he? Or where is she? Just like we get a shot of Jasmine, we get both second main characters in the shot there, and kind of the same area too. They're both kind of in a royal area, and they're both princesses, and they have the royal stuff behind them. Of course, Anna's in the palace, and Jasmine's in her palace. And then we got the shot of course, something forming, just like we do. As we get the shot of the protagonist, and they're, of course, looking on ahead, as you have Aladdin looking at the genie, and Anna just looking above herself in the caves. And of course, we have Elsa defend herself and Olaf there, and there's a bunch of, or Elsa defending herself, I think I said Anna, against a bunch of weird glowy blue stuff. And look what the genie is, blue glowy stuff. And we get a shot of the characters. And a shot of what's supposed to be the selling point of this movie, and the selling point of this movie. And you can kind of see where they stop being anywhere near equal. Well, this is kind of like a cool team together group shot of an amazing image with animation. And then this, well, do I really have to explain? Like, what is this? Like, yeah. So, now that we've discussed, of course, there's really nothing to compare to Anna almost killing the audience with a sword, but the Aladdin trailer doesn't have that. But, yeah, so, and then, of course, for both, we have the titles show up after that shot. So, of course, the title and release date show up for all of them. Yeah, well, actually, it says November here. But those are why they're similar. So different. Now let's start looking at why one is horrible. Number one, this is with beloved characters and changes them a lot. Okay. Now, if you go here and listen to our voice, it changes it, and he looks nothing like Tar, and it just an overall shot with the CGI and the rendering, and it just looks fake. Whereas if we look with what they did with the Frozen trailer, and we see Elsa looking off into the distance, like, do you see how much cooler they are? As they show a shot of Elsa ready to go on an adventure. Well, actually, that's not very good. But yeah, there. Now, here we go. Where's a good shot? Now, do you see the difference? She stands out and she pops out of the background. Well, he just blends in, and we have the horrible voiceover. Whereas this, there's no voiceover, so we can focus on the character, which looks amazing in the show. So that's one of many differences, along with the actual journeys themselves. Whereas we see Elsa getting paired, doing everything she can, and she gets ready and then runs off into an adventure. Whereas if we look at what they did with Aladdin here, he has a blank expression, staring off into what it looks like the actor can't even see because he has emotion towards it, whatever, with a horrible CGI monkey on his shoulder that just blends into the back, just kind of walking, staring. Whereas with Elsa, we see her whole entire journey there and how it evolves and how she uses her powers to go against it, along with the beautiful animation. It cuts away at a great time. Where that just suddenly stops, where it looks like it's going to continue, and we get what looks like Thanos dusting. And then I have to admit, this is a really beautiful shot. That's a great shot. And let's look at the shots of Jasmine and the shots of Anna. Now, okay. Now, do you see how much better Anna looks? It's pretty crazy because she doesn't even look like she's race anyway. Oh, sorry, but there we go. And just the genie looks horrible, where the team shot looks great. So those are thoughts. You compare them by